Blue Lock Season 2, what a journey. It had a great episode 1, then the actual soccer began, and oh my god, this is one of the worst things I ever saw. Overall, Blue Lock Season 2 had many issues, but it still overall had some amazing moments that people will look back fondly on. Now, many of you were wondering why I haven't made this video already. Well, I've already almost finished another video ranking every goal from seasons 2 and 3 in the manga. I've had this video finished for about 6 months. I naively thought to myself that there's only one goal left in the final NEL match, and it'll be done way before the U20 anime airs. How ignorant. 4 months after the last goal, we are still waiting. So, considering the fact that Luffy will probably find the One Piece before the NEL arc ends, I just decided to quickly make a Season 2 goals video to keep you all satiated. So, with all that out of the way, in today's video, I will be ranking every single goal in Blue Lock Season 2. Like and subscribe if you also pray to Isagi every morning and night. And yeah, let's hop into the video. Alright, in our last place spot, we have Rin's first goal in episode 2. This goal is the epitome of why people don't like season 2 of Blue Lock. Just no music, no animation. The effects in this were lackluster. This was overall just one of the laziest, shittest goals in the entire series. Especially considering if you look at the manga, it actually looks cool. But the anime just butchered some goals in this season. Next up in 17th place, we have another Rin goal. This is just another boring ass goal where he passes it 2 heads in a row, back to him, scores. Fantastic. In 16th, we have Otoyo's first goal once again in episode 2. Episode 2 has a lot of the shittiest goals in the entire show. Basically, we get to see him and Karsa working together for the first time. I mean, fine, but like, no animation. And this is the clip with the legendary transition with the flipping page. This shit was memed to death when it came out. That was hilarious. Oh my god. And then for my final goal in the shit tier, this goal could have actually been good, but the ending was so anticlimactic. Isagi coordinates with the other Nuggets to get a goal, gets to the end of the goal, and he's just not long enough to reach it. Like, I mean, that's just lame, I'll be honest. Ren scoops it up, so whatever. We are in the Met tier now. We have 5 goals in this tier. First off, we have Karasu's first goal in episode 2. The only reason this isn't trash tier is because we get to see the slightest fraction of animation with him dribbling, so it was kind of cool. Why not? In 13th place, I have Shido's 180 goal in episode 3. This was a cool goal. This one was actually really cool in the manga, but the animation, just, they butchered it. But I give it extra points because Shido's pretty cool, so yeah. In 12th place, I have Chigiri assisting Otoya in episode 2. This goal was mid, but the setup to it was pretty cool. I did like the shot where Chigiri starts running to like implement himself in the team. When they put the camera behind his foot and it looks like he takes off like a jet. That was a pretty cool shot. I will say though, when it cuts to this shot right here, this looks like a video game, but still better than all the other ones, so yeah. Now, this might piss off a lot of people, but I think it's pretty reasonable. 11th place and 10th place, I'm giving it to Sai and Rin's goal in the U20. First, we look at Sai's in 11th. Dude, they didn't even like try with this goal. Like, they gave him some aura, no special soundtrack, no crazy animation. Like, they just genuinely didn't try. It's actually kind of just sad. Then in 10th place, oh my god, bro. It has more animation than Sai, so I'll put it above it, but it still does that stupid lazy effect where everything just freezes, there's no hype music, and the fucking stupid little eye effect, and then he just shoots. Like, it's just so, like, I just feel like they could have been so much better. I mean, we know where the animation went, us who watched it, but like, these 2 goals are just meh. They're just like, I just watched them and I was like, I didn't feel anything. It was just embarrassing. Like, these goals could have been legendary if they were given good treatment like the other ones, but they just weren't. So yeah, they both belong down here to me. Our first goal in the good tier is Nagi Yukimiya's goal in episode 4. It was pretty cool seeing Yukimiya dribble past everyone. He does this cool gyro shot, and I thought that was pretty cool. Aryu comes and blocks it, and right before he blocks it, Nagi jumps in. This sexy slow-mo sound effect, catches it, shoots it, just goated. Next, we actually do have a goal from episode 2, surprisingly. It's the first goal of the season, Shido's jumping back heel. One of the greatest goals of season 1 was Isagi's back heel. And then right away, we see a character who can do it jumping, not even looking, actually absurd. I do really like the soundtrack for this part. That's another reason why I like this shot so much. Yes, it is PNGs with effects, but the music is cool, and the effects are pretty cool. I just wish it was actually animated. If it was animated, like, once again, this could actually be like a crazy goal, but, you know, still pretty good. Our boy Rayo made it. This is his game against Ren and Shido's team for like the warm-up before the U20. He awakens. He's like, fuck it, I'm not gonna rely on Nagi anymore. I'm gonna become a chameleon and evolve and adapt to everyone. It was a pretty cool shot. He adapted the gyro shot. It wasn't super well animated, but I have some cool effects, so I did enjoy it enough to put it up here. Alright. These are the top 6 goals. Truthfully, these are the only 6 goals that I thought were actually worth talking about. But I did say I'd rank every goal, so I had to include the last few. First, we have in episode 3, Isagi moving reflexively. I truthfully love this goal. I know a lot of people said there wasn't a lot of animation, which there wasn't a lot of animation, but I love the music. They did a lot of cool effects. Like, if you're gonna have no animation, I mean, you should have animation, but if you're gonna have no animation, at least do cool effects and cool music. And that's what this goal was. There were some cool effects, cool music. Obviously it wasn't animated the best, but I did really enjoy him one-upping everyone. It is a really great scene, and no matter what anyone says, this shot was still cool as fuck in the anime. Alright, we're on 5th place, and here's where it's 220 from here on out. Isagi's cooking up his Giga Strat to tie the game up. Bro gives a nasty pass to Nagi in an angle literally only he could reach. Nagi gives an insane back heel pass to Goat Sagi. Isagi's in front of the goal box, ready to win his team another goal, when out of nowhere, this beautiful, almost like Dracula castle-type soundtrack starts playing, and Sai appears. So you are the heart of Bullock. Number 11. I like that brain you've got. Isagi starts molding, saying there's no way bro just read my best ad-libbed play. And he remembers good advice Ego bestowed upon them all the way back in the start of the show. A striker shoulders that responsibility and fights until the very last second. Not yet! This moment isn't over. Direct shot! Sadly for our GOAT, Sai is too smart for him and gives a slight shoulder check to throw off his access, basically rendering his direct shot dead. Last second, Ren appears, giving Isagi a new chance of victory. Isagi passes, but Aiku comes flying in. Reach it! Take a shot, Ren! You can take the last step! And y'all, what happens next genuinely is enough to make a grown man cry. Our glorious King Baru comes flying in with half the enemy team holding him back. Isagi, your light is my favorite food. I think this goal is definitely hype, but more because of their build-up rather than the goal itself. Like, you could tell they put less animation budget in this goal, unlike the other legendary goals, but regardless, it was still good. Even more hype than the goal was the celebration after. Him jumping into the air, glistening while the crowd is absolutely erupting was definitely super hype. Isagi's like, Baro, I guess I get how you read me by following me around. But how did you read the blast pass to Ren? It's simple. In my eyes, Ren is also Isagi. Dude, this shit had me dead. Only Baru could have such a fixated schizo mindset. Another thing hype about this goal were the reactions. Dude, like, I knew Baru was a popular character, but holy shit. After watching people react to this goal, I now realize how much people actually love him.
You gotta fight! You got to! No, get off my back! Yeah, just do it, y'all! Let's go, Baru!
Wait, why are there like 18 people holding on to him and Baru's still going for it?
Baru! The goats! Get... Is that sucking?
Huh? ユニフォームを脱ぐという非紳士的行為によりもう脱ぐなよ脱衣キング
Alrighty, now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you all waiting for, we are now in the legendary tier. Only 4 goals from the season made it in this prestigious tier. Which will they be? Okay, I don't even know why I'm being suspenseful. We all know which 4 goals remain. The real question is the order in which to put them. But in number 4, I'm giving it to my glorious lazy king, Nagi Seishiro. The play starts off with Rin going to nearly the same spot Sai should the ball from in order to one-up his brother. Rin, of course, does not get the goal because you're not Silo, bro. The ball goes flying up to the air, landing at Yuki's feet. He dribbles around some people and bashes it top right. Somehow, Aiku comes flying in upside down, blocking it with one leg. Okay, why not? Otoyo swoops up the loose ball, shooting again. But of course he gets blocked. Like, I'm sorry, you're not enough of a main character, little bro. Step down. Finally, the ball soars towards the air towards a real main character, my goat, Nagi. He does a shooting motion to fake the ball, kills it, flings it backwards, bounces on the floor, and then finally does a 180 spin in the air.
始めました日本俺が Nagi Seishiro!
My goat! The crowd is silent. No one knows how to react.
ありゃ自己紹介失敗
The crowd goes fucking insane as they just witnessed a once-in-a-lifetime goal from our sexy, white-haired, lazy, generational prodigy. Y'all, watching the scene for the first time was so hype. Not just for the goal itself, but after seeing Sai's goal earlier in the episode, I was so scared they're gonna absolutely butcher the season. I mean, they kind of did, but at least they gave me hope for the goals. Y'all, these last 3 goals were genuinely some of the hardest goals to pick between. I love all 3 of these. But in third place, I'm giving it to Shido's Dragon Drive in episode 10. After being fouled, Shido's given a free kick, and Sai starts to tell him a move that is realistically possible and an ideal move you want to execute. aim for a spot where those two start to overlap. Visualize the ultimate goal you can score in this moment. Okay, I've come up with a killer move. You sure you'll keep up? Sai's like, who do you think I am, monkey? My shitter younger brother? Dream big, devil, and I'll work my magic. Shido runs up, he's gonna kick ball, but no, it's a fake. And y'all, what is this mystical sound blessing my ears? This soundtrack for Shido is actually so good. It just completely elevates this game to a whole new level. Chigiri reads their pass play, and oh my god, is that actual animation? Oh my god. It's so beautiful. Chigiri dives in for a jumping header, and unfortunately for him, Sai fully calculates his speed and puts the ball in a point just a few inches out of reach for him. The transition from Chigiri's eye to Shido's eye was just the sexy cherry on top of everything. And then finally, ladies and gentlemen, we find out the reason Shido is even comparable to Rin in the first place. Bro kicks off the ground, takes flight. Yo, I literally read the manga and I knew this was coming, and I was still jumping out of my chair, absolutely gassed. The art, the voice acting, the camera panning, the music, everything was just absolutely flawless. I'm not even saying this for the video, but this was genuinely one of the most hype moments I've ever seen in an anime. I was so excited after watching the scene. I literally rewatched the scene at least 24 times and listened to the soundtrack on YouTube so many more times. And then the legendary celebration that shocked everyone. Dude, this is just so funny. Only Shido can get away with saying this. He's literally just the new gen Hisoka. I know me and so many other people were so worried they would change the manga lines for the anime to make it less inappropriate, but I'm so glad they didn't. It's the extra bit that just makes the scene so iconic. Sai is like, we only just had the score. Don't blood your load just yet, you two pump chum demon. Overall, the animation, music, goal, voice acting, comedy, just everything combined makes this an iconic goal that will not be forgotten anytime soon, and it definitely deserves our number 3 spot. Trying to pick a favorite out of these two was extremely difficult, but if I had to pick one of these two to be second place, I'm giving it to our game-winning glorious king Isako. Rin starts to realize he has friends and allies, and the thought of having friends makes him absolutely disgusted.
You don't have to be alone. No, is this gonna get cute? I'm so proud of him. What? I fear I forgot the show we were watching.
The top comment sums it up perfectly. Rin does not approve of the power of friendship. I love Rin, but bro is so emo. If the thought of having friends makes you schizo out to a violent rage, you have got to see a therapist. Bro enters his destroyer world-ending state and just dismantles the enemy team one by one. He literally sends the guy flying. My goat. Aigo comes flying in trying to put analysis in the new Ren and realizes, I just ain't built for this, chief. Even the defensive wall himself has a 0% chance of stopping Ren. Luckily for U20, once again, Shido bails them out, coming in, flying in, shifting the odds to a 50% chance. Aiku dives in, throwing a foot in the way, barely stopping Ren from ending the match. The ball falls to Sai, still half-baked. The screen dimensions change. The black bars for that movie-like effect come in, and with the sounds of everyone chanting, no one dares unclench their cheeks, as they know this is it. All the block players on that bench are literally schizoing out as Sai starts his tear. First victim is Isagi, and like, bro, why are you even surprised? Bar comes charging in, Sai easily evading him, but wait, it was a setup play for Nagi to steal the ball. Oh, that's not good. As the orchestra is reaching its crescendo, the puzzle pieces start falling from the sky. Everybody gangsta until Isagi finishes his puzzle. When all hope seems lost, Rin comes flying in to defend Sai. The art style changes. This literally brought a tear to my eye. One of the greatest 1v1s in the entire manga is being brought to us on the big screen with fluid animation. I never thought I'd see the day. It's not as if shows like Kuroko Basketball have done this 10 years ago, but whatever. Everyone's watching with bated breath, no one daring to blink. Sai eventually uses one of his best moves to get past Rin, but Rin actually stops his brother. The ball goes flying over everyone's head into the opens, and you guys know the rest from here. One of the most generational scenes in modern anime. Our glorious King Isagi was the only one left in the goal box. The scene where he throws his hand back and the announcer screams goal just gives me chills down my spine every single time. The hype is literally unfathomable. Even Ego is locked in hype for that final shot from Isagi. They ask Isagi for an interview. Everyone's chanting our glorious King's name. So, what's next for you after what you did here today? The cup. Blue Lock will win the U20s World Cup. No, That's not it. I will lead Japan to a U20 World Cup victory. Dude, he's so cold with it. I literally fucking cannot. This was definitely the best shot of the season story-wise, but in my opinion, there's a few things that sadly hold it back from being number one. Firstly, the build-up to the scene was supposed to be the epic Rin Destroyer tear. Unfortunately, Block just didn't have the budget for the scene because it should have looked a lot more fluid and cool than it did. Like, if you look at the manga, it's just way better. And then the other complaint I have is maybe just me being dumb, but there was no music in the final scene. Like, I get they didn't include music to build up the scene and the tension, but truthfully, in my opinion, an insane soundtrack can only elevate a scene. I think if they added an absolutely insane soundtrack to go with it, the finale would have just been perfect. And then finally, the most generational goal in all of Block's anime. In my opinion, it's a no contest. Shido's Big Bang Drive had literally everything you could want in a goal. It brought the hype. It looked beautiful. It had an insane soundtrack. It developed characters. It had a great celebration afterwards. It was overall just perfect. Like all the other goals, let's start back at the beginning. One reason I like this scene is because we finally get to see Shido's true ego explained from him. All humans exist to leave something of themselves behind. The act of leaving your own genes behind is programmed into all living things. Leaving memories behind, connecting with people, or hurting them, it's all the same thing. Creating something, aspiring to be someone that matters, and of course, having offspring are also acts of carving proof of your existence into the world. And it just so happens that, for me, playing soccer is that act. So from the scene, we realize Shido's true ego is to leave behind proof of his existence. Soccer isn't just a game to him, it's his entire life, which I think is badass as fuck. Scoring is fertilization, I'm the seed, and the goal net is the egg. And I call that joyful birth and explosion. Like, on one hand, I get what he's saying, but like, why does he need to explain it in terms of intercourse? Sure, why not? Side jumps in the air, catching the ball and straight pegs it back to the opposite side of the field. The only person running after the ball reflexively is the zesty demon himself, Shido. All of a sudden, you hear this weird desert/dune vibe soundtrack, and it actually has to be one of my favorite soundtracks in all of anime. If I listen to the last soundtrack a lot, I listen to this one a lot. The ball is finally clean through. Shido has the shot, but no. Our glorious goat Gagamaru clears it with a jumping header. Damn, I'll have to set up the attack once again. Bro pauses as he catches fire. It was at this point I was clenching my cheeks, praying to the gods they do this goal justice. I was never so stressed in my life. I'm really far out from the goal, yet I can feel it on my back. The camera pans to this absolutely magnificent, breathtaking, glorious, scrumptious shot of his demon wings forming, and at the same time this absolutely giga hype guitar joins the music, just amplifying the hype. My soccer cells are tingling and stirring to spark. While all this is happening, we keep just getting shots of sperm entering an egg, and just like, is there anything more perfect to be the background of Shido than some freak shit like this? Bro, even Sai is like, holy shit, he has now entered the flow. The sexy guitar soundtrack gets all the way turned up. Big Bang Drive! Oh my god! Bro hits a cross map bicycle. Now, let me announce all the shitheads of the world who don't know me yet with my goal, my genes. This shit is literally hype incarnate. I've genuinely rewatched this goal like 30 times and watched every actor watch it as well. Y'all, I'm not joking. When this released, I was in such a hype mood. I hopped on Rocket League and hit Champ 3 in one session. My cells are gonna knock you up. I need to explode. I need like a really good shot. I'm like fucking schizo. Explode! So, the first person to enter the flow state in this match was you, Shido, you say. This was so goated. My only complaint is when he celebrates, why does the anime make him look like obese? Like, just look at the manga versus this. It's whatever works, I guess. The Shido start running to Shido to glaze him, and he just completely ignores them running aside. I'll play soccer with you forever, Saitoshi. When I'm with you, I start throbbing like never before. Pause. Like, Sai's like, get off me, monkey. I really do hate the English dub for Block, but the English dub made the scene pretty funny.
When I'm with you, I'm throbbing like never before, and I don't need my heart.
One really cool thing I learned after watching this goal was apparently it's basically a one-to-one copy of a goal made by a famous soccer player named Zlatan. If you watch these clips side by side, they are nearly identical, and I just think that's an extra cool touch. But yeah, overall, this has to be my absolute favorite goal, and not just Season 2, but all of Block. Well, excluding the glorious goals in Season 3. In my original video ranking every goal in Season 1, I made the claim that if Season 2 is given justice, it will be beyond peak. And, well, like this comment says, aged like milk. Now, looking back, they only really seemed to put in decent effort for 4 goals this entire season. And Season 3, first of all, has one of the most complex looking panels to animate I've ever seen. And unlike Season 2, has way more goals that deserve massive justice than in the animation department. Especially when we cut to Rin's Destroyer mode. I genuinely have no faith in the studio to do a lot of these scenes any justice. So, I'm looking at you, 8-bit. Hear my prayers and requests. Please, 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 bro. Please. Give Blue Walk to Ufotable, Mappa, or literally anyone else. I beg. I beg. Blue Walk should easily look crazier and better than like Haikyuu or Kuroko's Basketball, which came out over a decade ago and look way better. Highest selling manga of 2024 over prime Jujutsu Kaisen. And we still somehow get slideshow animation. So please answer my prayers and sell Block to literally anyone else. Or I don't know, maybe give your animators enough time to finish the episodes. Regardless though, that is my list. Hopefully you found it entertaining. Part 3 to this video will be out the second the final goal happens in the NEL arc. So make sure to like and subscribe as it helps a lot. Join my Discord to talk to your fellow Block and anime fans. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
When I'm with you, I'm throbbing like never before, and I don't need my heart.